So Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is finally out, and I put quite a few hours into the game already and have discovered some pretty awesome things you can do early on to get yourself pretty overpowered. I'm gonna show you basically how to get a pretty powerful weapon, how to get your first mount, a location where you to store all your goods, as well as one of the best sets of armors that you can get very early on. And you can do most of this within the first hour and a half of playing the game, to set yourself up to be as powerful as possible to have the perfect start. Before we dive on in though, just keep in mind we are doing a giveaway for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. All you need to do is check the link in the description. We're going to have something for you to fill out and you can just be entered in. We'll announce the winner sometime later this week. But yeah, let's dive right on into the video. So first things first, I'm going to show you guys how to get a very powerful axe, and you're going to need this because you're going to go to a location where you need to get your bed and things and stuff. You need to have a good weapon for your journey. So first things first, coming straight out of wherever you're captured on top of the little machine, I forget what it's called, but whatever this machine is called, you're just going to follow the path that you see me doing on screen. And obviously I have it marked here on the map too. It's going to be basically a cabin for you to go to, and within this cabin there's just going to be a pretty powerful axe that does a lot of damage, and you definitely want to pick it up. But yeah, just follow what you see me doing on screen now and it'll get you there. Once inside, you will find this axe, Skalitz axe I believe it's pronounced, and this axe is actually pretty damn powerful. It is a 85 power weapon, great durability, and it's worth 540 gold. This is a really strong heavy weapon. Keep in mind this is a heavy weapon, so if you're not trying to level heavy weapons, it may not be ideal for you, but you still should pick it up because it's a lot of damage. I use it alongside my shield and I'm able to just pretty much fight enemies off fairly easy. It's a really solid axe that you definitely need to pick up early, because next we're gonna go on a little journey. So next we're gonna be going to get you a place to store your goods as well as a bed, and this is kind of important because, well, you need to sleep and you need to store some of the gear because we're about to get a mountain of armor and gear that you absolutely want to pick up. Your main quest will be to do a party crasher quest. In order to get in, you need to do one of the two. You need to get access from the miller or get one from the blacksmith. I specifically chose the blacksmith. You can kind of do what you want here. From the town you're in now, the blacksmith is going to be up here towards the north into this little town here. And essentially all you need to be able to do to get a bed is simply talk to the blacksmith, and then he's going to just give you a task where you just kind of make a sword for him. Now the thing about this is you don't really need the sword. It's not really going to be that important because you have that very powerful axe, but it's still going to be an option, so make sure you do the sword quest. And once you finish the quest with him, he's just going to give you access to this room here, and this room is going to give you the ability to store all your goods and items. And yeah, you definitely need to pick this up early because it's going to help you, because you need to sleep a little bit because we're going to go make a night trip. Alright, now that you have the place to store all your goods, it's time to get prepared to get a ton of extra loot. Make sure that you dump off everything in your inventory, I mean literally everything in your inventory, and be prepared. And we're going to take a nap, and you're going to wake up around, I would say, about 10 p.m. This should be a good time for you. And then you're going to make your way back to the town, which you can easily do by just simply fast traveling. It'll speed up the time, but I think it's about an hour walk, so should be good to go. From here, what we're looking for is one particular guard, and as you can see here on the map, this is where he's located. And I'm going to show you on screen as well where you need to walk, and you're going to need to crouch. Now the reason why we're doing this, at least naked, is simply because it reduces your noise down to 0 if you don't have anything on. As you can see here, I have 27 when I have all this gear on, and it's gonna make it much easier for them to detect you. But if you have no gear on, for example, you'll have no noise, and you can easily be hard to see and hard to hear. Anyway, once you get there, you'll notice he's just kind of slouching against the wall, and you're gonna try to pickpocket his keys. You may want to consider saving. I don't know if I would love saving here, but you may want to consider saving because it can be a little annoying to get this item. And you're going to get the keys. Once you get your keys, you're going to turn around and you're going to make your way to the back of this garrison area that the guy is guarding. And there's a little room to the left that has a very hard lock, and you have the key now. Once you get in here, you will notice there will be a chest if you brought a torch with you, which you should have, and there is a mountain of powerful armor for you to use. I would highly recommend probably stocking up on all the armor that you can get, because there's going to be a lot of options here, but make sure you pick it up. It's going to be pretty heavy, but yeah, this is where you're going to get the armor. I would recommend a walk back to the town or fast travel back to where your bed is, store all your gear, and come back. And if you want to get a little bit of an extra bonus, across the way there will be a house that has chests within them that will have a variety of loot. I have reloaded a couple of times just to double check. There is a knight sword in one of the boxes. I'm not sure which one. When I checked, there was one in the top stairs, but that one didn't spawn the second time. But make sure you're checking each of the chests. There is going to be a lot of enemies within, so it's going to be pretty tough. This is just extra if you want a knight sword, but overall it's still a good place to go. Make sure you get all the stuff that you want and you're done. Finally, I'm going to show you where you can get your first horse free. Sometimes it does work, sometimes it don't. Depends on your charisma and your ability to talk to people. But ultimately, you can still buy the horse if you don't want. But yeah, anyway, we're going to make our way down to sea mine here. As you can see here, this is the path. And right here, you will notice there is a horse trader. Now, once you come to this location, you will notice that your horse Pebbles is this horse here, and that the person has gotten your horse. Now, you can just simply talk to the guy and tell him that is your horse, and depending on your stats, you can get him to just give it to you. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough stats to do it, and he asked me to essentially barter for it, which you can talk him down pretty low. Unfortunately, this one is a little bit hit or miss because it does require some form of stats, but either way, you'll still be able to get a permanent horse, which is super important. This is a permanent horse, that's why you want to buy it. And you're able to just simply summon it whenever you actually have it, so you can just move around the world much faster. If you're looking for some general tips to earn some cash, I can give you a handful that I use to just get a little bit. First off, outside of town, not too far away, you'll notice that there's these white like structures that seem to be, I thought initially they were graveyards, but they're actually just places where bees live, and you can essentially just take all the honey out here. And if you take the honey, you get a pretty sizable amount. There's about like 10 to 20 of these in the area, and within them there'll be about 10 stacks of honey, and this will be not only a pretty nutritious treat that'll fill your health up and fill your food up rather pretty heavily, but also you can actually sell this at the general goods store not too far away. This will get you quite a bit of whatever the currency is called in this game. I forget the name all the time, but yeah, you can get a little bit of currency and you can use this to pay for the horse, or you can just continue to steal and pickpocket at night. If you talk to the lady here at the very beginning that kind of just greeted you for like stirring up some drama at the pub, you can essentially just get a free lockpick from her if you tell her you have no clothing, and you can use that lockpick to just sneak into easy homes fairly easy. So make sure you take advantage of that if you are having problems with cash. And with the horse in tow, that's pretty much everything you need to have a really powerful start. You have a pretty powerful weapon, and if you decide to get another one, you have two options. You have a really solid armor set, you have a place to rest, and then you may have a horse depending on your stats. So you're pretty good to go at the very beginning of the game. With that said, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Hopefully this video helped you guys out a lot. If it did, consider leaving me a like, or even better, subscribing to the channel for more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and RPG content as well. Don't forget to check out the giveaway down in the description. And just like that, guys, I'll see you in the next one very soon.